WIU's new Sodexo contract changed student meal plans this semester, despite charging the same amount on the bill. Associate Vice President of Student Services John Mirabone says a 60% price reduction made $760 of the $1,900 charge available. Fixed and labor charges are paid upfront, so the dining hall costs less while the C-store and Union remain the same. Mirabone says this will incentivize students to eat in the dining halls amidst the state budget crisis.
The old one wasn't working, and as you know, after going through 3 years of budget crisis with the state of Illinois and COVID, I mean, we don't have room for error now. We've really got to be close to the vest financially.
Balances will now carry over to the next semester. In Macomb, reporting for News 3, I'm Tyler Wallace. Okay.
I'm trying to think if there's the. I will say this: one of the things that hasn't been talked about, and mainly because there's not as much campus activities going on right now.
Mm-hmm.
Before, you had to do all your catering through Sodexo. In this new contract, we've set it up so student organizations are going to have a lot. They not be able to do it for everything, but they're going to have a lot of flexibility. They've got to start through Sodexo, but Sodexo will say, well, if your group is small enough, you can go get Jimmy John's or you can go get Domino's or whatever. We used to be really strict about that.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to have a lot more flexibility with catering for student organizations to be able to do some off-campus stuff, because we heard students say that. So that'll actually, I think, make students very happy.
Yeah, because I know with a few I'm in a part of a few organizations. I know that was a thing when trying to, have off-campus meets or trying to have things catered, that they were, worrying about that with school budgets and everything. But
yeah, so I think you're gonna have a lot more flexibility, so you'll like that. So be
yeah.
sure to mention that.
Okay, I will let them know.
What year in school are you?
I transferred from Lamar University last semester. It's in Texas,
I
actually.
know Lamar.
Yeah, yeah. So
Are you from Texas?
I'm originally from Chicago. I moved to Texas while I was in high school, so I ended up just going to college over there to start back. But we recently moved back last year. So
Where did you live in Chicago?
I live about 30 minutes from downtown. I live off Stony.
Are you west side or south side?
South side.
All right.
Yeah. But
how close to Inglewood or Beverly?
Beverly, about 15 minutes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, we live pretty close over there. We have friends and family over there in Beverly.
Well, welcome to Western.
Oh, thank you.
I'm sorry that you have to do interviews out of your room.
Oh yeah, like kind of like switching into it is kind of like a different type of thing. But I know, like, I've done these before because at Lamar we had the floods and everything, so we weren't able to go out and do a lot of that before. So it's kind of new, but it's also kind of like I have no actual choice but to do like mostly just the Zoom interviews. But
well, I would just say before I get off, some of the things that kids can do to make this food plan work for them is eat in the dining halls. Don't get the bottled beverage, get the fountain beverage. We're really, really close. Right now, all the fountain beverages are Pepsi products.
Yeah.
We're about to get Pepsi and Coke, I think, so that they have a choice. So we're working hard on that. I think don't go to the C stores if you don't really have to.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. But we're going to get a bunch of promotional material, marketing material out to help educate students, and hopefully in the next couple, it's going to go out next week. So hopefully in the next couple of weeks they see that a lot, and will help them. So
yes, I think that would really help people understand more, because I know people have questions, but
and it's been harder through COVID to get some of this stuff out. But we're starting to catch up. We were catching up until Tuesday night, and now we're back behind again. So
okay, but I thank you so much for this. I really appreciate it.
Thank you. You have a good weekend and try to get some rest, okay?
You too. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye. But basically, with students have noticed that with they're still paying $1,900, but are but only have like 760 on their account, and they want to know where the extra money was going, or
Sure.
if it was like a.
Sure. Here, well, why don't I go for it and you can ask any follow-ups?
Okay, yeah.
How about that?
Yeah, that would work.
So a year ago, we got a committee together that had students on it and faculty and staff because their Sodexo contract was coming up.
Mm-hmm.
It was running out. It was in this past June. So we did multiple surveys with students, lots of surveys, and we want students to have satisfaction, but we also have to have a meal plan that doesn't lose money.
Mm-hmm.
And the meal plan we were on was losing money because it was subsidizing the university union. In most schools, you can't use your meal plan at the union. You have to put your Rocky Dollars or Panther Bucks or Husky Dollars.
Yeah.
Ours lets you use it everywhere. And that's not financially, it's not sustainable to do that. So, but we know where the students wanted the flexibility to still use it there. So last year, what we were doing to get our fixed cost, we were marking it up at the register. So last year, if you had boneless wings, it cost $6.83.
Mm-hmm.
This year is $2.73. So we've taken 60% off at the register. So instead of getting our fixed cost at the register, we're getting them ahead of time. We're just getting them up front. So that's why the 760 instead of the 1900. That goes for all the fixed cost.
Mm-hmm.
We just got it on the front end, not the back end this year. And to incentivize students to eat in the dining halls where we need them, we've made it really, really cheap to eat in the dining halls, but we didn't change any of the prices at Chick-fil-A or Einstein's.
Okay.
And so I think that's frustrating to students because they like Chick-fil-A and Einstein's, but financially, for this food service plan to work, we need them to eat in the dining halls.
Mm-hmm.
So we could have said, you know what, you can't use any of your money over there. But we knew that would really, really frustrate students. So we incentivize them by lowering the prices by 60% in the dining halls. So if they really want to make their meal plan last, they do need to eat in the dining halls. So that was intentional. And I know that if you're not a freshman, that's a cultural shift. And people love their branded concepts, but no other school does it that way because financially it doesn't work.
Yeah. So will it be like this leading into the spring as well with the, because I know a lot of people are saying with like on their bill it will still pop up as they're paying $1,900 but only seeing $760, so they didn't know.
That'll be the same in the spring, but whatever money you have this semester carries over to next semester.
Okay, yeah.
And here's the other thing. Usually people added money to their accounts last year. When they add money this year, it'll be worth 60% more than it was last year. It's dollar for dollar. So anybody that adds money, and most people do, this is actually a better plan for them. They get way better value out of it.
Okay. Yeah, like I knew that they were more concerned because I know that people overheard when we had our RA meetings and stuff, they were saying, meal plan dollars, because they brought it up for saying like it's for mostly the dining hall because the C-store and the union places haven't changed. They're still
right
up. So
and that's on purpose.
Yeah.
We want you to use your plan in the dining hall. So now you've got a real incentive to do it financially.
Yes.
And so that's the other part of it is we have 4 C-stores on this campus. Most campuses in the state have 1. And so they're not designed for your meal. And I know people are like, man, the prices are so expensive. Well, go to Casey's or go to some of those places, and that's what that stuff costs. That's why it's called convenience.
Oh, yes.
The other thing is we're about to do a huge marketing campaign in the halls and in the union so people can see some of this stuff. I'm sitting here, I've got the top 20 items we sold last year and the prices last year to this year, chicken breast last year was $3.07. Now it's $1.23. Omelets were $4.13 last year. Now they're $1.65. I mean, that's a big change in prices. So.
Well, you pretty much hit all the questions that I had written down. Just one. I don't know if this is really pertain to you, but would there be a change in like refund policy as well?
Yeah, there is.
Okay.
There will be no refunds at the end of the year. Like I said, it'll carry over from spring to fall, but we used to have a $250 refund.
Yeah.
There'll be no more refunds. Nobody else does refunds in the state. We were really financially just getting this thing in order. The
Yeah.
old one